Have a look at the first question from the December paper. We had a bulk carrier. We're given our summer displacement, draft and TPC. We're nearing completion of loading and we're given our present draft in the dock water. And we're going to load to our winter draft and we need to allow 80 tonnes fuel oil to be taken on board. Reasonably standard problem. First of all, I've calculated my freshwater allowance and then converted to dock water. So that's my initial draft import. Final draft at sea obviously is less 1/48, 9.302. So interesting to see there that the difference between the two, the initial draft import is 9.26, final draft at sea 9.302. Now we need our final draft in port. So the final draft in port with the draft at sea plus our allowance, of course, because we'll come out of the water by that amount when we get out to sea. So the difference between the two drafts, 9.461, 9.26, 20.1 centimetres. And then of course we have to convert our TPC to a dock water value because it's only consistent over a range of drafts. Then we can work out the weight using the weight formula, and then don't forget, right at the end you must take the fuel oil off because of course that still has to come on board. So the actual cargo, I got 404.4 tonnes. Remember, this is just my own workings. We'll have a look at question 3, and here we have a vessel even keel freshwater. I would always recommend, if I was doing this exam, I would highlight freshwater because statistically, some students are going to use salt water in this problem. So definitely recommended to highlight the fact that you're in freshwater. And of course at even keel, LCB and LCG are the same value. So standard table, final LCG, we had to interpolate to get our various values. We got the trim, and by my calculations I got the drafts 8.732 and 8.545. Then part B asked us to finish with a required trim of 10 centimetres by the stern. Well, we're 18.7 by the stern, so a change of trim is 8.7, and therefore we can use the formula. Rather than write trimming moments, we can write a weight times a distance. So we know the change of trim, we know the MCTC because of course that doesn't change because we're not discharging or loading cargo, so that stays the same. Looking for the weight, and the distance of course is the distance given between the two tanks. So by my calculations 13.4 tonnes.